Professor X, Iron Man. I feel like Tony Stark. Every time I step out the house, I feel radical. Plus, I'm pissed off, like my middle name is goddammit. Beanie, Vici, yeah, I can make your top vanish. All seeing nine cyclops with the doctor visor. Watch me change clothes, then I turned into a top designer. Hypocrite nation shape, shift into a Nona water. Beetlejuice flow, creepy crawly, now I'm Spider-Man. 8-ball in the pocket, David Blaine, now you're Peter Pan. Rabbit at my top, hell yeah, I'm gnarly, man. Everything's a secret, have me dripping like the majesty. My eyes closed shut, have me speaking Japanese. Ice cream truck, paint job, mixed with Ben and Jerry. Heart attack city, now I'm singing with Mariah Carey. West Bank, Gaza Strip, I'm turning up in Palestine. Last name, Cupid, shoot your ass like it's Valentine. Yin Yang, symbol Fibonacci, that's a 69. Heinz 57, catch up, now it's dinner time. Hit him with the hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk. Yeah, be like Professor X, Iron Man. I feel like Tony Stark, hit him with that hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk. Yeah, be like Professor X, Iron Man. I feel like Tony Stark, shoot him through the drive-through. Yeah, I can take his order. Alpha with the dog food, I cut it with that Richie Porter. Jason Tatum flow, now we shoot him with the side step. Holy moly, donut shop, I whip it with the Pyrex. Yeah, yes. Jones, but I feel like Johnny Quest. Every time I step out the house, I'm the best dressed. Hit it with that hawk, then I hit it with that baking soda. Tractor trailer, Bobby hit the bag, then I.
What's up, y'all? We back again. We go get to some more news that I just seen on the internet. You got people cutting up again. Shouts out to Tariq Nasheed. He was attacked once again, but I usually watch his content, but somebody try to go in all the way in on brother Tariq. And I said, damn, I got to do a reaction to this. Meanwhile, a lot of people crashing out. The 2026, the year of the crash. Okay, let's get into this, man. This was bad, y'all. This was bad. This is what happened. I was listening to this shit. I said, damn, I gotta do a reaction to it. You know, I do reaction videos every now and then. Let's get it.
There's no evidence of the evidence is already there. Institutionalized. It's already there. Yes, it is.
Well, she said that there's no evidence. You got freedmen, all that shit, institutions, and in the libraries and you got all kind of stuff that basically provides proof of foundational Black America in American archives and the archive. So whoever this woman is, she just blurting out nonsense. You got to read between the lines, but it's there. Matter of fact, you ain't got to read between nothing. It's there. But the thing is, she's trying to pass it as a group when Tariq is like trying to pass it as a lineage. So let's get into it.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar. You can only pimp out these low intellectual ass Black men.
And you can only be a hoe for the DNC. You a hoe for the DNC.
That's all you can do is you can
DNC hoe.
Shouts out to Nikki the guy. I follow her on X, but I got this video off her page. You know, I be stupid around. We just do reaction videos every now and then, but this is one of them, so you got to go in.
Those low intellectual ass Black men who sit up in your life like the one that was just up
like you too. You sit in my lives too.
Fuck me.
You sit in my lives too.
FBA has not been institutionalized in America. If you go to any federal website right now,
this hood rat can lie till she's blue in the face.
You see African American and not FBA.
You see FBA all over the place. That's why you
saying it over and over again, Tariq.
That's why you trigger. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be triggered.
It don't work over here, baby. We work with sources over here, baby. You can't do anything about it,
ma'am.
You have no sources.
That's why you triggered. That's why you've been up here for hours.
No, if I pull this up, she might be right. She might be right. In context, she might be right. Of course, they not just gonna come out and say FBA on the paperwork, man. Basically, you got if your family is descendant of slave, that's something you got to handle with your family. Like they got this whole concept. It's gonna be a whole group of people. It could be a whole group of people if they found out. They family's history. It could be a whole group of people. But what the hell? He running for Senate again? Boy, you got Thomas Massey, Daniel Cameron, all them boys in Kentucky. And then you got the guy that Trump promoted in Kentucky. I forgot his name. A lot of people don't like him. Thomas Massey. He called him out to debate, but the other guy was like, I ain't about to debate you. Why am I going to debate you when I'm a new guy? And he was like, we done seen your record over the last 15 years. What is there to debate? And in a sense, he's kind of right. Like, he's kind of right. Unless you about to ask him questions about Israel, that's all he could really say. That's all he could really, because Thomas Massey, he's anti-Semitic. He don't like Israel government. So, but the thing is, can you overpower the symbols? No, he can't, because his symbols match with their symbols. He could deny ISIS, Ra, and all he want to, but when we look at his religion, it ties back to the Holy Land. Son of a bitch. They can talk over your head all they want to. You can't fool me. So, see, the thing is, if you're a Christian, you're a Zionist by default. Hey, Thomas Massey, a Christian? Tommy Massey, a Christian. Yep, Thomas Massey is a he identifies as Christian. He identifies as Christian and follows Protestant beliefs, Christian beliefs. No different from the Jewish Protestants. Jewish Protestants. No, Jews are not Protestants. Judaism and Protestantism are distinct religious beliefs, traditions, belief practices, and historical origins. But they share the same symbols, though. So they could talk all they want to. Where did my shit go? Told you. So they different. They got key differences, but they share the same symbols. That's why people be like, oh, Islam does this, and Judaism does this, and Christians do that, but y'all all share the same goddamn symbol. Y'all all worship the same God. Do they share the same symbols? In many cases, yes, the same visual symbol can be used across different contexts, but its meaning can differ significantly depending on the situation. That's the only thing different is the culture. but the meaning means the same thing. If you ask them all about the symbol, they'll tell you the same thing. So these motherfuckers, guess what show they on? Hypocrite Nation. They hypocrites. Same symbol, different meaning. But if it had a different meaning, wouldn't it have a different symbol? See? Synchronicity. One of the most apparent signs of cultural synchronicity is the emergence of shared symbols and icons across different cultures. Just like the swastika, everybody worship the swastika. But it's used for different purposes. Some use it for hate, some use it for good, but it's the same symbol. A polar vortex swastika, y'all. So every three Abrahamic faiths, all the three Abrahamic faiths use this symbol. And they under the same Godhead, Moses, who they call Abraham. Let's get back in this Tariq.
Baby, you're a liar.
You're the proof,
you're a liar. You're a grifter.
Lying on me,
you're
don't
a
do nothing.
Pimp. You the greatest
you my
pimp
hoe.
of the
And you my hoe.
21st century.
And you my hoe.
Pimping
And
bitches
you my,
and niggas
you
all over
like
the
yourself.
motherfucking U.S.
Like yourself.
That's what you'll go down in
You a
history
big
as.
back,
The
funky
greatest
hoe.
pimp, the greatest,
And you the greatest
pimp in
hoe.
America.
And you're the greatest
You
hoe.
call me a big back,
You a
big
big
booty,
back hoe.
a
Yes,
big
you are.
pussy, a big
You a
head.
big manatee
You
hoe.
still,
Right.
you
And you a big
still
hoe.
is a motherfucking pimping ass.
And you a big old hoe.
It
Right.
don't matter.
So loudmouth, loudmouth ghetto. So I hear.
I'm your
You
God,
just
woman.
got here.
I'm your
You
God,
just
fat
got
ass.
here and been running from
You
me.
sitting here
Oh shit. It's a lot of vulgar language. I don't want to get kicked off the stream.
I'm married to I'm married to a motherfucking Kenyan bitch.
She married to an immigrant too. That's why she talking like that. She married to a big googly-eyed fucking Kenyan. Shouts out to the Kenyans, but I mean y'all look like Kenyon Davis. Some of y'all look like Stickily out this bitch. So there's that.
The motherfucking nephew of the ex-vice president of Kenya, ho. I'm married
a refugee. You had to get a refugee.
You married
You got
down.
married.
No,
had
I
to
married a
jump the
motherfucker who
flip-flop.
came here
We
on a
jumped the
student
broom, you
visa,
jumped the flip-flops.
not a refugee.
All right, yeah, you
Kenyans
married
ain't
a
over
refugee.
here as refugees.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you a 90-day fiance.
There
You couldn't get nobody.
Well, we gonna
misinformation.
Nah,
Serious?
that's a lie.
Just like
you have
Donald
to lie
Trump.
on me. You have to lie on me, dear. Lying on me don't change reality. You have to lie on me,
Everybody
sweetie. That's
knows
the
she's
thing.
a white. She has a white
You have to
mother and a
lie
Haitian
on me, beloved.
father.
My lady ain't
Everybody
no damn refugee like your damn
Everybody
husband.
knows it.
Yeah,
anyway. Are you going to provide the evidence
you smell
of it
like
being
fat and must.
institutionalized?
I know
Are
your
you
house
going
is
to
musty.
provide the evidence?
I know your house is musty.
Are you going to provide
you
the
already
evidence?
Have it. I've already did, ma'am.
You're right.
Yeah. And you
No,
can't
you
do nothing
didn't.
about it.
Let's look this up right now. Let me see. I said it's FBA and any federal documents under any other names. Let's pull this up. Nigga said fulfillment by Amazon. That's what they be saying too, ain't it? Fulfillment by Amazon. pull this up. That shit said, you see how AI don't want you to. AI said straight up fulfillment by Amazon. No, it says no. Foundation of Black America is not an official term or category in any U.S. federal government documents, laws, or regulations, or standard classifications. It is a lineage-based community coin. That's what he said. Especially by figures like Tariq Nasheed that refers to Black Americans who are descendants of people enslaved in the United States, freedmen, oftentimes, that's what I said, freedmen, traceable via census like the 1870s or 1900s, is not recognized as a distinct ethnic or racial or legal category by the federal government. That's why I said other related terms. Freedmen or American freedmen, historical freedmen born after slavery, but not a current active federal category for modern classification. Border data collection trace blacks alone ancestors via surveys, but not FBA specifically. FBA remains an advocate and a cultural identity term used by supporters who argue for lineage specific policies. Boom, boom, boom. So they both right. They both right. But like I said, it's coined under different names. Reparations. If they get it straight and become a political organization, if they can become a political organization, which I think, yeah, I'm live right now. What you doing? Oh man, which you gonna stay on here? Oh, thanks for the cash app. See, Brody, thanks. He dropped about $50 in the cash app. Thanks, bro, for calling in. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, he dropped that cash app. Thanks. Get the cash app up. Oxtail Mania. That's the new restaurant. $ Oxtail Mania. So
I was there with your lying ass. Over there eating that jollof over there in Senegal, begging they motherfucking leaders, can you buy some property? Do the FDA know that they're buying your property in Africa and you're telling them to stay the fuck out? Do they know
property?
That?
What property you talking about?
Do they know you was over there begging Senegal to buy property? Do they know that?
You a lying damn tether. What property am I going to buy in Senegal?
Do they know? Do they know that?
Because that's a damn lie. You just saying anything.
Do they know?
In Senegal?
Right. Listen.
Damn.
I know what you're used to. When you don't have any answers.
They said he was buying property in Senegal. They said he was trying to do what? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that? And if he was, so the fuck what? If he was, so the fuck what? I wouldn't be pissed at all. I wouldn't be pissed at all. The businessman. If he want to buy land in Africa, so the fuck what? But they always try to put people business out there like that's gonna change what he got going on. Like I said, it's gonna end up turning into a political movement because of a certain ideology. So if the Roman Empire is not implementing certain statues, because Romans are statues and statutes are Romans, and we are under certain laws called statutes. So if these statutes do not benefit us, and we're not going to benefit them. So that's the thing.
And you can't provide any evidence. You do what you've trained your minions to do. Insult. Your insults don't bother me. Do you understand? Because you don't know me, right? You don't know how I'm living. You don't know about my family. You don't know none of that. So that shit is it's irrelevant. However, we would like to see the evidence of the word FBA being institutionalized. Can you please provide the evidence from the U.S. government or the OMB that shows where FBA is institutionalized?
I've already defeated you, ma'am. You just sitting here lying. So I won. So anyway, thank you so much.
You didn't win a motherfucking thing.
Thank you so much. Let me
sit down, man. Like, Tariq need to go in. Like, that's one thing. Tariq, he be lacking. Like, just go in and show the information. If you don't have it, you don't have it. I mean, I just pulled it up and described it the way he was probably going to describe it anyway. But when you on a panel like this, you know, it's good to just like screen share the information. Just like, you know what I'm saying? But Tariq will just get off, start joking, and I mean, you got to start coming with more info when they start coming at you like that, because people go look at it as, oh, he tapping out because he's not showing the information type shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it. I'm just playing the devil's advocate, because I'll be listening to this shit too, and I'll be like, man, Tariq, why don't you just show them the information? Like, yo, you could do both. You could clown them and then pull up the facts. Like, just don't cut them. Just don't say, oh, I won. We want to, we want more information. We want more entertainment. You see, that's all. We want more entertainment. We want to hear you joke and lay the hammer down at the same time. But that's the one thing I don't like about Tariq, man. I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be real honest.
Take a victory lap. Let me take a victory lap.
That's not a win. I mean, y'all are some delusional ass motherfuckers. You getting up here throwing out insults but not providing evidence is not a win, nigga. It's you grifting like you do all motherfucking night on TikTok. 3:00 in the fucking morning in America when Africa is waking up so you can insult them. Where the fuck is the evidence that FBA is being institutionalized?
You just tell them the same lies over and over. Let me take a victory lap.
Like you do. Where's the evidence, Tariq? Go ahead and take.
And see, that's not good. That's not good, man. That is not good, Tariq. Just provide the evidence. Just like we just did on Gronk. We just pulled up the evidence on Gronk. Unless he said it beforehand and we don't know. This is just a clip. Unless he used the Freeman, excuse. It's not an excuse. It's foundational Freeman. You know, we already pulled that up. But that shit came up as fulfillment by Amazon. But we pulled up Freeman or American Freeman. Let me pull this back up. Freeman to American Freeman. Hold on. So if he used this terminology, let's pull this up, fam. He was right, and then he could claim victory. Cause we just now getting a clip of it. See, I ain't want to. So who are the freedmen? But like I said, other related terms in federal use. So Tariq's right. He just, like I said, I don't know if he said it before or after. Freedmen or American freedmen historical, they're recognized but not a current active federal category for modern classification. Because guess what? It's when they say, "Oh, America's a melting pot," that means all these terms done melted into each other. So let's put this.
Cherokee freedmen and their descendants.
So this a Cherokee freedman right here. She look like a black American. You see her phenotype. Her phenotype ain't African. You could tell an African from foundational freedman Black America.
Became a part of the tribe in 1866. They signed a treaty with the federal government saying that they would give full rights and citizenship to those individuals that were once enslaved by the Cherokee Nation. Individuals that were enslaved by Cherokee Nation, all they knew was the Cherokee way. So they're being in these environments with the culture of Cherokee.
But the thing is, the Cherokee Nation was part of the 5 civilized tribes. But those were, you know what? Those were Caucasian men, or what they call pretendians. Or what they call pretendians, fam. Those are the white natives or the white Indians. So when you hear certain people say, "Hey, man, I got Cherokee in my family," yes, because their descendants were $5 Indians under the Classification Act.
Nation learned the way they spoke the language. They even were interpreters at some point. They existed before the removal, during the removal, and after the removal.
See, this ain't them. These are the fucking Eskimos that came from the Bering Strait. These ain't the black Africans. I mean, not the black Africans, but the foundational Black Americans. Those ain't the original people from the eastern lands of the United States. They was from the West Coast. These light skinned motherfuckers, they was from the West Coast.
And so they were an extremely vital to the Cherokee Nation and rebuilding the nation once we got over into Oklahoma. And so today,
and look at the top. Look at the top hat. Look at the hats they was wearing. They was wearing the same hat as the Quaker Oat Man. Let me pull him up. Let me see if I got a picture of the Quaker Oat Man. The same entity. He got the Jewish top hat on his head. You see that big ass top hat he got on? What is that? Yeah, I'm about to cook her in a second. Huh? Yeah, I'm about to cook her in a second. Some steak. You see they got the same attire on, these slaves right here. Looking like Papa, he looked like Papa Lekbar with the top hat on and whatever he got around his neck. But that's them right there. You see where they got their outfits at.
Oklahoma. And so today, we've come a long way, but due to all of the rejection, you've got a lot of trauma that occurred within those individuals of Freedmen descent. And today the Cherokee Nation is doing such a phenomenal job trying to embrace, or they are embracing, the Cherokee Freedmen descendants fully. And we're trying to shed light on those, the things that did occur, acknowledge the dark chapters in Cherokee Nation, and actually connect with one another.
Let me get back to here.
Go ahead and take your victory lap. Go ahead.
So I guess he took his victory lap, and like he always do. But I'm pretty sure he said something, because this might just be a clip. You know what I'm saying? So if he did say something about the freedmen, he was right and she was wrong. But when it comes to the term FBA, which he says is a lineage, it's not going to be, the bloodline is not going to be detected when it comes to like federal documents. They don't recognize the term FBA as of right now. All right, I'm about to get off here. On to the next.